old school Chevy. They don't make them like you no more, no more. Like a handwritten letter, you know you're worth much more, girl. I adore.
So we were fortunate enough to talk ish with R&B singer and The Voice Season 4 finalist Vedo. How are you doing today, Vedo?
I'm great actually. Just blessed to be in a positive place in my life right now. Just getting ready for a lot of things that happen in my career. Just been staying humble and staying consistent. So I'm great. I'm awesome.
Okay, that's great to hear. So take us back a little. Tell us about Vedo growing up.
Oh man, Vedo growing up. Like any other little kid, I was bad, super bad. Needed some discipline growing up because I was just hanging around a lot of the wrong people. But nonetheless, I grew up with my family. You know, we didn't really have much. Me and my two brothers and my mom. We were homeless a lot of my childhood. Pretty much almost all of it. Probably until about the age of like maybe 13. 13. Up until then, that's when my dad stepped in. But growing up wasn't easy. But I'm thankful for every part. Every downfall that we had because it made me who I am. I wouldn't trade any of it.
Great. That sounds like you definitely, you came up definitely a long ways. So
yeah. I think we all have to go through something to have a story. And like I always tell people, I'm still writing my story right now. That's just the beginning of it.
Definitely. So what inspired you to pursue the dreams of becoming an R&B singer?
Well, honestly, I've always had love for music, but I think when you grow up with my circumstances, being homeless and being without this and being without food and watching everybody else kind of have this good life, I think you have that gives you a different type of drive and different type of desire to be successful. I think. My mom was definitely an inspiration. Definitely. Like I say, just my upbringing and my family. Most important, God. I've always had a love for singing, and I've always looked up to people like the Ushers and the Stevie Wonders and the Temptations and stuff like that. So I would say my inspiration just comes from a number of things equally because without all of these separate entities, in and out of my life and these things happening and being influenced by this person or by that, I don't think I'd be here. I think I'd be, somewhere else. So I think I'm inspired by a lot of different things.
Yeah, definitely. So now take us back to the day you decided to audition for The Voice.
Oh man, that's crazy. A lot of people don't even know this, man, but you gotta do like 4 or 5 actual behind the scenes auditions before you even make it to the blind audition.
Oh.
But it was actually one day I was just sitting at home at the studio, in my home studio, just doing nothing. And I had got a call, and I was like, "Hey man, The Voice is in town. You should try out." It was like I had been thinking about it, but then I was like, maybe so, maybe not. I don't know what's going to happen. But I was sitting with my manager, and we started to talk about it. And he was like, "Hey man, what are you doing? Let's go down there and audition." So I was like, "Cool." We went down there. We did the first audition, and I auditioned with Whitney Houston. I Will Always Love You. And honestly, not to toot my own horn, but I surprised myself because that's not an easy song for a male to sing
at all.
But I sung it, in the same key Whitney Houston sang it in. Perfect pitch. It was just like I don't know what came over me that day, honestly. But after that, I advanced on to the second round of the auditions. And they actually told me no. They said no, But it wasn't because I couldn't sing anything like that. It's just I didn't have the type of songs they wanted to hear me sing. I had, like I said, Whitney Houston. I had Adele. I had a little bit of Chris Brown. There was some other stuff, but they told me no. And, after that, I just went back home, and I kind of just, went back to my daily program, which was recording, doing music, putting out new music and stuff like that. I never gave up. My drive, it didn't kill my drive at all. It didn't put a damper on anything that I had going on. And 2 months later, executive producers from the show called my phone. They said, "Hey, we want you on the show." And I was like, what? Hold on, wait a second. Y'all, you know what I'm saying? Y'all just told me, nah, like, you know, a couple months ago, y'all just sent me home. And, you know, they were saying that, you know, well, we were tracking your progress, and we see that you kept going, and we see not only have you gotten better, but we see that you didn't let, you know, so we see that you didn't let that downfall or that backfire stop you from progressing. And that's the type of people we meet on the show. And from that day, I mean, they flew me out to LA. I bypassed all the other auditions, and I went straight to the blind audition. So a lot of people don't know that. They actually told me no. I could have easily not been on the show if I would have gave up. So that's pretty much the gist of, you know, how that happened.
Oh, okay. And you was also coached by one of the best, right?
Oh yeah, definitely. Usher, most definitely will be. Well, I would even say he's considered a legend right now, like, because it's like nobody in the R&B is doing numbers like that no more. So I don't think that's going to really be beat out. Yeah, so yeah, I was definitely coached by one of the best, one of the I would say one of the pioneers in, you know, the 2000 R&B.
Oh, okay. So what is some advice that you would you say Usher gave you that you still take with you to this day?
I mean, it's you know, Usher's one of those guys, and if you ever had the chance to talk to him, he gives every word that comes out of his mouth is a piece of advice. So I mean, I just had to kind of like take what I felt like kind of you know, pertained to me, but a lot of things that he would say, like, you know, man, just no matter what comes your way, man, stay true to yourself, because what happens in the music industry is that people like to try and change who you are so that they can take credit and say that they made you this person or they did that. If that's not you, then, you know, stay true to yourself. You know, another thing was just trust your instincts when it comes to singing. And I think this is the problem with a lot of artists as well. You have to believe that you can do this. You have to believe that you can hit this note. You have to believe that you can do this run. And one of the things that he kind of, you know, instilled in my head on the show was, don't think about the song when you're singing it. Just sing it. And that goes to say, you have to trust yourself. You know the lyrics, you know the melody. Why are you thinking about it? Just trust yourself. And, you know, so those are some of the things that I still take today right now, because I'm still performing, and there's a lot of times I get on stage and I'm nervous. A lot of people don't know it, but I'm extremely nervous before I even sing the first note. But yeah, you know, those are some of the things. It's like, trust yourself and just be true to you. Don't let anybody change your direction and what you want to do.
Oh, that's very great advice he gave you that. I'm sure a lot of people could use that as well.
Yeah, definitely. I believe so.
You recently released a mixtape called 93. Tell us a little about the mixtape and the project, and what can people who haven't heard the project can expect from it.
Well, 93 was actually a mixtape that I've actually been thinking about that name for the past few years now. And 93 was just on my heart, not only because I was born in 93, but it also means universal love, true will, and true power. I mean, it's also identified as the angel number. And my mom passed away in 2013. I kind of feel like she's my angel, you know, and so that kind of tied it together for me. But 93 it's something. It comes from all places within me, from the party side to the emotional side to the, you know, to the women and, you know, all that other good stuff. It comes from different parts of me, which is why it's such a great project, because even some of the songs on the mixtape, I actually confess that, you know, it's not that I don't trust you when it comes to dating. I just don't trust myself, you know, because at 22 years old, you know, you go to these clubs and, you know, you're doing all this other stuff. I don't trust myself around all these beautiful women. So I think what people can expect from this mixtape is, I think they can expect for it to be super relatable, because I kind of tried to say, I kind of tried to say a lot of things that not say males, but people in general are afraid to say. For example, it's not that I don't trust you, I don't trust myself. A lot of people try to tell these lies and say, well, you know, baby, I ain't really ready right now, you know. No, it ain't that you ain't ready. It ain't that you know, you don't want a girlfriend, you just don't trust yourself. You're scared you're going to cheat. You know you're going to cheat. And so I think that's something that people are scared to say, so I'll say it for them. And which is actually one of the most popular songs on the mixtape.
That's interesting. Definitely. So, do you have a favorite single on the mixtape 93?
Yeah, I do. I think it has to be, number one would have to be I Know. It's a song that's kind of depicting where I come from and what I went through. And also, you know, paying homage to my mom. So I think that would definitely have to be my favorite song off the mixtape, I Know.
Okay. Well, we like to speak things into existence. Therefore, when you're given the opportunity to work with any three artists in the music industry, who will those three artists be?
Those three artists be well, we can't say Usher because I've already worked with him. So let's do. I would love to work with Stevie Wonder. I love to work with Beyonce. And I would say a rapper. I don't know, man. I may have to go with Jay-Z. I think it's because Jay-Z, man, Jay-Z can he makes stars. Like he breathes. I don't want to say breathe because I don't want people to sound like, but he creates stars out of people. So, yeah, I think Jay-Z. So to be Jay-Z, Beyonce, and Stevie Wonder. I got a bunch of people I want to work with though, but those are my top.
It makes sense. You got to keep the whole legend mentality going. You know, you worked with Usher, so those are the next people that falls under the same category.
Exactly.
Makes sense.
Right, exactly.
So what's next for you? Are there any exclusives you can share with us?
Well, as of right now, we're just we're focusing on the mixtape right now, and we're looking to shoot a few videos from the mixtape. I know shortly after this we will be possibly releasing the third single. We have a few possibles right now. But like I said, as of right now, it's just to focus on the mixtape and get the buzz and create the buzz around that. I've also been writing a bunch of songs for a lot of artists too. I've been blessed with the opportunity to work with these artists and, you know, kind of, mold myself into the artist that I'm set out to be. So, yeah, it's a bunch of stuff coming up. New placements, new music videos, still covers because, you know, covers are something that got me started. And, you know, I looked at some of the people, man, some of the biggest artists in the world do covers to people's songs. So, yeah, I think that's something you can definitely look forward to as well. So just new stuff from Vedo. I know and improved Vedo. That's what you can look forward to.
Okay, well, how can the people reach out to you on social media sites such as Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and etc.?
Everything all across the board is Vedo the Singer. That's VEDO. THESINGER. Like you said, that's Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, YouTube, whatever. Vedo the Singer.
It's Vedo, baby. Like an old school Chevy, they don't make them like you no more, no more. Like a handwritten letter, you know you're worth much more, girl, I adore. So original, girl, it ain't nothing that I wouldn't do. You know I'm feeling you, baby, you deserve a pedestal. Girl, I'm out my mind over you. Them other girls, they invisible, all I see is you, yeah. Like diamonds and pearls, you can't put a price on love, yeah. You deserve a kiss like Prince, you're breaking my heart like my heart. You're in me, condition, ambitious, your body's a masterpiece. We can play a little Marvin Gaye, sip Chardonnay, oh girl, I wanna rock with you. We can play a little Luther, some Kama Sutra, here and now. Turn off the lights, play a little Teddy, put on some Kelly, seems like you're ready tonight. I'm going down like Mary, tonight's gonna be a classic. We can make the best of tonight. I can make you feel like it's 1996. Girl, I'ma give you something to remember like Jordan in Game 6. You're the MVP, only one I see. Distinguished qualities, you deserve a ring. Them other chicks try to copy, but can't nobody top it. Them other girls are invisible, don't compare to you. Oh. Like diamonds and pearls, you can't put a price on 'cause your body's a masterpiece. We can play a little Marvin Gaye, sip Chardonnay. Girl, I wanna rock with you. We can play a little Luther, some Kama Sutra, here and now. Turn off the lights, play a little Teddy, put on some Kelly. Seems like you're ready tonight. I'm going down like Mary. Tonight's gonna be a classic. Lay back and let the music play, let the rhythm take you away. Create a couple memories and reminisce about the love we made. Baby, we can make a hit today. We can do it any kind of way. Let's treat tonight like a classic and make this love everlasting. We can play a little Marvin Gaye, sip Chardonnay. Girl, I wanna rock with you. We can play a little Luther, some Kama Sutra, here and now. Turn off the lights, turn them off. Play a little Teddy, put on some Kelly. Seems like you're ready. I'm going down like Mary. Tonight's gonna be a classic. Tonight's gonna be a classic now. Tonight's gonna be a classic. Oh, what you think about it? Baby, let me show you that I got it. Turn off the lights, play a little Teddy, put on some Kelly.